Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
I'm expecting it to be for that Galio matchup here. But it is going to be
we're just electing into
playing the Pyke, so they're just going to play into it. Now, I am assuming it is going to be mid. Tristana mid is much more common. It's a lot
potentially
easier.
With the wave beginning to stack up. Of course, mid won't be able to roam down. Caps does have the TP, but won't really be able to leverage it this early on. Broken Blade is the person we have to keep our eyes on as he runs out of mana, and Owen looks for the dive.
Yeah, they have Ignite.
We'll see whether they can navigate this one. Stun does come through. Broken Blade burning down. That is going to be first blood. The flash comes in. Can Caps chase after him, though? 300 health on the Viego as he tries to get the stab through. It's a decent attempt for a stun, but Owner is going to be taken down. Zeus no flash, of course, and Caps is going to walk it out. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Flacker takes down Gumayusi. What is happening down here? Carry is looking for the last shot. Fake is going to pick up the kill in the end, and that's a double for the best player in the world.
Already.
But they're looking for a repeat now. They know the summoners are still down on Gumayusi. Caps, though, spotted out, and Owner going to intercept here, make things a little bit awkward as Faker's now cheating down. They're going to collapse.
Carry's going to handshake Caps here. He's looking to try and get out. The blast cone's going to disappear, though, and he does have the taunt, but that's exactly what T1 wanted, I think. Faker's going to jump over the wall, and it's just a matter of a few seconds. Can these double buffs actually be taken here by T1? As Faker, I think, should be able to get an auto in. Oh! It is going to be Owner that locks down the kill, so claims the double buffs, and Faker looked like he didn't want to take it.
Dropping the Herald mid, I think, makes so much sense because it gives you so much more map control, and Faker's ability to siege is super strong as they look for another dive.
Yeah, Cataclysm's going to start this one up as Jankos trying to get out of there, is going to survive for now. Gumayusi looking to get out. The Ignite is ticking down, but it looks like he might have got himself to relative safety. No, the answer is absolutely not, and it's a great dive to come on through. Even though G2 punch each other just a little bit on the way out, it's not going to be enough to turn it.
But look at mid lane. They got 2 towers.
Relief from our analysts that are just back there saying, oh yeah, they always have a plan for if something's being taken cross-map. I said that before. You know, we've been saying it all tournament. In the meantime, there's a fight here towards the bottom side. Nice sidestep there from Gumayusi, still being able to weed through these autos. Owner turns up as well. Targamas in trouble, but is going to stay alive for now. Gumayusi not going to be able to find that kill and will be taken down. G2 now happy with what they've taken. Faker moving on in. It's a flash forward. It's Yanko's going to get handshook out of that opportunity. Faker's going to pick up the kill as he dives on in, and he's not going to be over hungry to pick up more of these resets as T1 answer back.
Free kill, but they're able to avoid the Pyke hook. They're able to avoid the knockup. We can see in the replay, Broken Blade going to get away, but there is that handshake pulling him back. And Faker comes in with the Gale Force active, gets that kill. They secure the Dragon. I was going to say 8 plates, but they made a liar out of me as they grabbed another plate top, so they're up to at least, I think, 9 now at this point.
3-0-0 with a billion farm, left completely on his own to wipe out every plate on the map. It's absurd. Gets another full tower.
And so effective with his pathing towards bot.
Yeah, and this is actually what Faker is doing here with the mid lane Tristana. It is what we see so many Tristanas do. It's very similar to why Caitlyn is so popular.
I think one of the most atypical and interesting stats from the Rumble stage was that every team that took a Baron against T1 was actually behind in gold when they did it. Not one team took a Baron from ahead in gold, and that kind of speaks, I think, to some of the problems that they were having around Baron. Also, the vast majority of the kills against T1 post 20 minutes also at the Baron pit. So they definitely had some troubles there. But we also saw in the last match that they had against G2, they kind of made those previous mistakes. So we'll see if they can actually do that again and remain very, very clean, because they are just monstrously ahead. 7,000 gold, 17 minutes is a shellacking, and it's going to take some real...
Take that fight. And I just want to bring attention to the number of towers that are up and available right now. There is a lot of standing gold, I would say, for G2 to grab. The question is, can they grab it? As an ultimate comes in from Jankos.
Yeah, that is a Cataclysm come down. Great handshake does come through there as Caps does try to get out the taunt, but he's not going to be able to find it. The Gale Force is going to be able to keep Gumayusi alive. Caps flashes away, but Faker just assassinates Blacken in the backline. Targamas trying to get out of there now as well as the resets will come in. Jankos is lying on the ground, and this taunt is not going to work. The Heartbreaker is going to come through, but Owner is going to get taken down. Caps goes golden again at exactly the right time. Zeus now wrapping around Carrier, moving in, flashes forward, doesn't get the handshake though, as Broken Blade melee range against this Renata, but it looks like Carrier doesn't really mind. Zeus is so scary, but the top lane, they're losing everything. This is why I keep casting team fights, and the whole base is exploding.
T1 are winning on the other side of the map. A very scrappy fight here between G2 and T1, but T1 taking the Hex Gates, they grab that top inhib, and they are getting further and further.
Gold in the lead, but this is exactly the time that G2 might have a chance as T1 are ripping through this Baron. Jankos is inside the pit. Can he make just a little too far
Make
ahead.
their way towards the first Nexus of potentially many as they're looking to secure game 1 in this best of 5.
Yeah, and at least another couple of Nexi will go down, but Broken Blade on the fountain looking to try and push them away. One Nexus turret is going to stay up as all of T1 take a little bit of a Hextech detour to the Drake.
Who needs wards when you are the ward?
Yeah, exactly.
I am become the vision.
T1 with a dominant first game, and again, what's incredible is they really didn't have to do a lot. They just waited for G2 to do things, and then they punished the things.
Yeah, and it worked out very, very well. I think the Tristana pick was fantastic from Faker. G2 deciding not to move the Galio elsewhere. Zeus is just going to dash out of the way of the flag and drag. Multiple turrets going down at the same time. They are going to do this one by the book as the inhibitor falls on the bottom side of the map. G2, all 5 are alive, but the wallets are just feeling a little thin. Caps now looking for his opportunity, does find the taunt. Winds of War comes through, but the Justice Punch is only going to move him further into danger. He goes golden to see his death for a moment, but T1 will be able to take him down. They'll look for this mid turret as Jankos in the middle of his Cataclysm is just going to die. And I think that's going to spell the end finally here as the Bone Skewer comes forward. Faker will get taken down, but Blackett is going to get answered immediately. And remember, T1 have a backup 80 carriers. Gumayushi's going to be able to pick up a few extra autos before destroying this Nexus. And honestly, this game 1 felt personal on the side of T1, and we'll see whether G2 can answer back in game 2.
The game plan was very clear.
The Zillion top lane.
Ooh,
That's Yone.
okay, it's Yone.
Right.
So this is a Broken Blade pick, because this is something that he played a lot, and it was really popular right after Lethal Tempo got some buffs.
But Faker does not use skins, right? And so
Carry is flash level 1 though, so we're just going to hold it there for a moment. That is going to be the charm hitting, but it doesn't even really matter. Carrier going to get taken down low. The flash from Jankos, but the stun comes in. Carrier's still going to die, but it's going to take a little bit longer. There is the Winter's Bite just to guarantee the assist, and a few extras there for G2. It just never happened. T1 baited us in with all of their very aggressive play, and there is a hook, and we're going to start a fight here on the bottom side. Jankos was spotted. Owner is here as well. Winter's Bite once again going to go wide as the Blade Coral is fantastic. The depth charge gets the flash out from Blackett, and Owner just kicks him through. Another stun's going to come down onto Targamas, but he'll be okay for now. But that was low health bars, look tasty, but he doesn't have an ult anymore, and no flash.
And the problem is mid lane, right? Because mid lane, you're losing the wave there. Jankos dropping Herald bot. Faker is going to move down towards bot, and Owner is running down here now. So G2 has got to get out of there.
TP, those TPs are up.
Another hook going to come through. Faker, yes, they know that he's here, but can they actually get out in time as Owner dives on in? They're trying to layer all that CC. The Lee Sin manages to get out, but the Heartbreaker's there to follow. It's a 1-for-1 as Blackett falls down, though, and now Faker is on the hunt, looking for this Braum as the chains connect onto Jankos, but he has another one, and ults his...
Meanwhile, T1's also actually going to get the tower off the back of this after they find another kill onto Flackhead, and the early game, very quickly, is now snowballing in the favor of T1 once more.
Yeah, this one was, you compare what Gumayushi did for T1 regionally, where he was, up near 30% of the team's damage, and then you look at MSI, where he has been underperforming, compared to those very lofty standards that he set for himself. 24% of the team's gold at MSI, only 22% of the team's damage. But as you said, pick another carry, pick a card. And this time, Zeus, 22.5% of the team's gold, almost 30%, 29.8% of the team's damage from Zeus, who has been having an absolute standout performance.
It's just going to pop, and the turret might just go down as well. Faker is going to get executed. Oh, no. He did get killed by Caps. He killed the turret. That's what I thought the execution was. That was terrifying. But thankfully, it is Caps that's able to answer that one back. Cute little solo kill there for Faker, though, on the top side before he went down.
And smart to actually have the presence of mind to finish off the tower there. Realize that you're wrapped around on, you are going to go down. But catch here.
Yeah, it's going to be the knock-up onto Carrier. He does have a bit of a shield, and now the rest of the boys are going to turn up. He is going to fall, but can Broken Blade get himself out? He's going to flash, but the safeguard's going to get Owner in there as well. Nice knock-up from the Q from Broken Blade. And the stun comes down from Targamas, but yeah, there's 0 damage between these two as Owner's trying to fight this one out. Caps comes over, though. He's got a lot of damage himself as now Gumayushi throws down the feathers. Blackett finds the Moonlight Vigil as Gumayushi just dives on top of Caps. Don't think that was the right move as Caps is just going to put in a connect from Faker, but Targamas has a door, and the door is very powerful. So he's going to be absolutely fine. As, yeah, this is some of the T1 plays that we were seeing
a little bit fast
in a
and
few
loose.
of those more, the more fast and loose games. Exactly, as Caps going to find a nice charm onto Zeus, looking to try and trade this one back, but he's just not doing enough damage. Caps just, the ult comes through, Zeus manages to find it, it's traded back in the end.
was disgusting.
There to get that trade kill, knowing Caps doesn't have any more ulti charges, doesn't have any more flash, doesn't have his flash up, so he can't actually reposition for that.
He has everything up. He uses the Everfrost to apply the slow, is able to land the charm, and at this point you think, okay, he's waiting for the shield to disappear, and then he's going to land everything. But then Zeus preemptively goes back with his E, flash knockup, is able to get behind the return of the Q, and is able to find a big pick. Charm lands on the Faker.
Yeah, that's the Q flash. It's Faker going down extraordinarily low. Targamas now going to rotate over as well. Great Winter's Bite as Faker brings his clone over, flashes the wall. Targamas going to try and find the ulti kill, and he'll get it as he just autos Faker to finish him off. I love the emote.
Even they can start threatening that tier 2. The mid towers already dropped in that last sequence of plays, and it's important to recognize that while G2 are finding picks, finding what seem to be favorable kills, T1 is constantly getting more control over the map. Use the bot push to gain control of the jungle, which can then guarantee you a very deep mid push, which makes it very difficult for the opposition to contest Drake. But T1 have said, you know what, we don't care about this Drake, we're actually going to give it up in exchange for control around the top side and damage down onto this top tower. And you can see the vision investment as they're looking for Gumayushi.
Ulti going to come through from Broken Blade. Gumayushi going to try and get out with the Gale Force. Also uses the Feather Storm. It's a lot invested as now Jankos starting this dive. Decent sidestep onto the Heartbreaker, but there are too many buttons G2 has available, and the Xayah is going to fall down. Now T1 will find their way into the fight, but have they got here fast enough? As it's a really nice chain from Faker, but he will pop back. And G2, now can they get out of this one is the question. Oh, just dives into the knockup. The setup was just beautiful from Broken Blade as Faker goes down. Now T1 desperately trying to get out. Good flash from Carrier, but Owner's not going to be so lucky. Charming is Caps as he puts him back towards his outer turret. Yeah. T1 now trying to get this push on. It feels like things have slowed down just a little bit as Hex Splash comes in and I bite my tongue. Q connects as well, but it's Targamas. Remember, this guy's pretty tanky. They're still going to go for the fight, but he breaks his stopwatch. Faker now looks for the double distort and he'll pick it up. Stand beside me. Not going to be enough.
Targamas, they will be able to clear it very quickly. G2's jungler is nowhere near, but that is not going down fast enough.
Yep, some decent vision still here for G2 as well as Carrier dives on in. That's a great double knock up and Caps is immediately taken down. Can there be an answer from G2 though? And Zeus against the double knock up, but Blackett is still absolutely huge, and then find the flash from Gumayushi. Double kill for Faker in the end. It's Gumayushi still trying to find Jankos. Moves back towards his teammates. Jankos goes golden, but I just don't think he's going to have the gap closed to lock down this Xayah. And Gumayushi going ballistic in the team fight. That's the ace from T1, and now they'll secure Baron.
What a flash from Gumayushi. The flash deal with Caps, and Gumayushi puts Blackett 6 feet under. They grab.
Then things to start looking a little bit closer as Blackett and Jankos get that return kill.
Absolutely, and then Blackett here, they're going deep onto Gumayushi. You can see the Gale Force forward to get behind.
Was really good, and huge props to T1 because, as we mentioned, their Baron has been their biggest criticism. We did see them struggle in terms of what to do in the mid game, but that is a clear evolution
for this event. And everyone who's kind of shifted quite a lot on who they thought was favorites. At first it was T1, then it was G2, now it's RNG, and
well, Faker could get slowed down here. Oh, man. Caps still committing to it, but Faker's just going to answer back. Too many mates in that brush alongside him, and Caps goes too deep.
The locket from Carrier again. This man just does it so many times. He refuses to let this T1 lose.
Jankos going to get knocked up. That's a dredge line from Carrier as well as Gumayushi's going to sidestep the ulti. Jankos going to get taken down as Broken Blade will find the Xayah in the back line. He's looking for the knockup, but the Feather Storm is going to be there. The flash out from the Scion. He's going to be safe, but what's he going to do to stop his base from being torn to shreds as this mid inhibitor is going to go down? The top lane has been prepared earlier as well as Zeus is going to tank up the turret for just a little while longer, but 2 inhibs. Click of a finger, and now it's a 12,000 gold lead from T1.
Yeah, Cap's about to respawn, so T1 getting
just the unbound soul, just finding Q after Q. Is Zeus there, as the picture-in-picture shows us. In the meantime, though, we're looking for something. Decent stun, but the buffer of the dredge line is going to be there. Yeah, Zeus was thinking about his opportunity, but T1 are just splitting them, and now Carrier dives on forward. Caps is going to go golden as Broken Blade's just trying to keep them busy, but it's just not going to do anything. Oh my goodness, Ono picks up a kill with his Gore Drinker of all things, and now, yeah, that's the direction you probably want to go as T1 are looking to take down these Nexus turrets in game number 2, and things in the Rumble stage looked pretty close, but this series is starting to definitely look the opposite of that, as now onto the fountain goes T1. They'll take down the Nexus. This isn't looking close, gentlemen.
T1 once again primary goal is counter-engage here. So how will they round things out?
The Akali is what they're considering right now, and he will lock it in. Okay. It's the classic Akali.
And it looks silly. Like from if we saw this from Caps' point of view, you would fully
we get to do that now.
right? You know, Caps going here, and he's hugging that wall. He's going to hit him here. He's looking for the ignite. So he knows he's against the wall. Exactly. And then he flashes. And from there, you're saying, of course he's flashing to his side. 100% he's flashing to his side. Much closer than it was.
It's this is something that you will see in pro play, but never in solo queue, where a mid lane and... Oh, hang on.
Yeah, ulti comes down towards the bottom side of the map. Gumyushi in trouble, and he is going to burn down. I don't think he's going to get enough to get the kill there on that one, and that is going to be the kill secured from G2. That is going to be first blood, and it is Jankos that helps secure it.
Nicely done by Jankos. A quick level 6 there. Does get the kills. And Owner with a rare misplay. Safeguarding away and then flashing back in.
Yeah, it kind of broke my brain a little bit, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was worried that Carry was going to go down. Now they're looking for a play here. The slow lands.
Yeah, we'll see whether the handshake is going to come in. It does, as Owner is going to be able to secure it. So 1-1 now. Immediately going to be evened up as T1
chooses to flash back in. And Flackhead, he wants to fix this wave. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have the assistance needed. And I think it's debatable. Arguably, he should have just gone back here, but he believes the rest of T1 has reset, and he ends up getting punished for it.
Well, Onivia comes down. Zeus going to flash to get himself out of the way. That is a great ulti from Carrier. A lot of damage now onto Targamas and to Caps as he's just keeping within melee ranges. Now Faker just gets the Q, doesn't pick the right spot to get the ulti over the wall, but the 5-point strike is going to be there. Targamas doesn't have his flash, exactly like you were saying. Carrier is going to lock down that kill, and T1 mop up a couple of extras in the river.
And will grab this, and when you have a losing lane and you lose Herald, it gets very difficult.
Oh, nah, there is going to be the knockup from Broken Blade. They're threatened, but Paranoia comes in. That is going to be immediately the kick out, as it's going to be Owner that locks down the Herald. But Jankos, can he get anything else done? The rest of the team are coming in. Caps just looking to lock down Carrier. Carrier is going to try and W himself, but it's not going to quite be enough as Broken Blade flashes over the wall. Jankos eventually does go down. Targamas also just going to be taken off the rift once again, as now Caps against the world. Zeus is trying to skip through everything, but it is not going to be him that takes the kill. It's in fact Owner that mops it.
There's nothing that Caps can do, and G2, they thought they could force that play. They didn't have the help, and it feels like desperation is starting to come through for G2.
And I have to just give so much credit to the timing on that Lee Sin kick. He buffered it perfectly so that Nocturne would arrive and then is instantly kicked. And Flack, maybe seeing him die again bot side, no flash.
Yeah, Faker. Perfect execution is going to be available, and he throws it out to tidy up the kill very comfortably. Faker in a side lane now. His comfort zone
is actually pushing the pace of this game. They know that Nocturne wants to fight only around ultimate, so Owner's saying, no, we're just going to fight constantly or I'm going to take your whole jungle.
Oh, that was so cute. The Bellows Breath is going to be out there, but
nice
no
buffer.
Kick does come through. Exhaust comes down as Owner's just going to move his way out, and he can just do everything with Reckless Abandon, and there's no punishment.
And I think that you highlighted it there, Azale. T1 are just playing around their window very well. I think that it all started with that initial skirmish with
1,000 gold almost, the lead is much larger than what we saw. I was wondering which game one you were referring to, as Knockup does come down onto Gumyushi. Of course, their first of the tournament was a very large lead as well, which G2 were able to come out ahead of. And it was with things like the Ornn that now G2 have for themselves, as Caps was looking for Gumyushi. Good ignite to go down there, but doesn't find the paddle star. As Owner just going to wait until Targamas goes down, but it's not going to be enough. He does eventually get back in there. Q going to land as well, and now Zoe feeling like a sitting duck right now. Has to go back to that portal jump, wishes he didn't, as now Blackhead going to get dove on once again. Faker's got the second activation, but it's not going to quite be enough damage, as he didn't want to get underneath that turret. Oh, not quite enough, as the bullet time is just going to push Faker away.
Everything's just coming up T1. 8,000 gold lead. Make it even more. We'll see if they can get Faker.
Yeah, flashes to get himself out of the way of the ram, and I think he's still got a backflip or two.
The control. Look, they're pushing all 3 lanes on the map right now, and they are just not slowing down. They realize the position that they're in, and they're not giving G2 a second to breathe.
Well, Paranoia just to get over the wall.
Nice
big knob, but it's a great spell shield from Jankos, exactly as you say. Targamas now comes in, has the exhaust. It's now Blackhead's here as well. 4 versus 1 as Zeus does now have it, and he keeps himself alive. Thanks, Carrier, for that one. And Carrier even grabs himself the kill as well. Zeus now with a grump. He's just going to eat that one up and be a little bit more healthy. Gumyushi now looks for it. Mini stun into the wall. Targamas is taken down. Fumiushi tidies up that kill also, and G2, oh man, I mean, 4 versus 1, and still Carrier gets there in time.
It's just bullying at this point, isn't it? They can't even get the 1 kill. Carrier arriving in time for the bailout. Cap's gonna look here now, but Owner can easily block.
Yeah.
And it's just been the Owner show. 10 out of 11 KPs running everywhere.
Fumiushi is going to get taken down here most likely. I mean, I've said that a few times. He does have flash, and so he is just going to try and create that distance. There's the hostile takeover from Carrier. He now wraps himself around. Caps is still looking to try and get that lockdown. A massive Nara into the wall. That's going to be Faker locking down the kill as everyone's turned up. Fumiushi's going to kill Caps. And gentlemen, I don't think that G2 have anything left in the tank for this game. T1 are just styling right now.
You can see the collapse happening for G2, and T1 is taking advantage of it. Pick after pick, play after play, T1 refuses.
It's still just incredible here in this semi-final.
I mean, he has been amazing, and we've gotten to see many times over why Carrier was the spring MVP as well.
That's enough, and Zeus is just going to pop the Zoe. We'll see whether Jankos can answer this one as, yep, everyone's coming down to try and take him out this time, but the Ram's going to be there. That's two versus... It's 5 people down here. The rest of T1 are launching themselves towards these inhibitor turrets. Zeus takes 2 with him.
And they can push for the win potentially here. We'll see how far they want to go. At the very least, they will get this 1 inhibitor. They have Shelly. Will they play it safe? Will they play it controlled? It's 17-3. They're 14,000 gold ahead.
Yeah, bullet time going to be used just to tidy up the minion wave. They do manage to take down Shelly there with that one as well. Sorry, Shirley, I correct myself, as T1 will grab this inhibitor turret as well. G2 now just trying to protect it, and they will be able to do so.
Of this young player, but he basically isolates into 2 1v1s. He's able to secure 1 kill. He secures a 2nd, and while he loses his life, the benefit.
Just yet, G2 holding on for the moment. Their wave clear is pretty good. And of course, it's not, the Baron hasn't spawned. Still got 10 seconds. That's a flash in for the hostile takeover. The kick comes forward onto Caps, but they are trying to get themselves back. The Nara into the wall from Zeus. He throws the boulder through, and all 4 just get wiped from the rift. Flacked just left walking back to the fountain. The teleport to the mid lane, and in 20 minutes, T1 are looking to end this game.
T1 wipe G2 off the map, and Flackett is left alive to watch as his base crumbles. T1 3-0 will look to claim their revenge against G2.
And an incredibly swift best of 5 as well, as now Flackett's going to be taken down. Both of these Nexus turrets go down, and T1, much like RNG did in their semi-final, will get a 3-0 over the Western team. A few extra kills at the end, but there it is. T1 looking to try and claim their 3rd MSI title and deny the reigning MSI World Champions theirs. MSI World Champions, MSI Champions, not World Champions, I'm sorry.
For the